The Basilica of Our Lady of Good Health, also known as Sanctuary of Our Lady of Velankanni, is a Christian shrine located at the town of Velankanni, Tamil Nadu, India. The shrine is dedicated to the Blessed Virgin Mary. The devotion has existed since the mid-16th century, and is attributed to three separate miracles believed by devotees to have been worked at the site: the apparition of the Madonna and Child to a slumbering shepherd boy, the healing of a handicapped buttermilk vendor, and the rescue of Portuguese sailors from a deadly sea storm. Initially, a modest chapel was built by the Portuguese in Goa and Bombay. Soon after, they washed ashore safely in spite of a severe tempest. An annual novena is celebrated and draws nearly 5 million pilgrims each year. Pope John XIII raised the Marian shrine to the status of a minor basilica via the Pontifical Decree Salutum Supplicibus Delargians, signed and notarized on November 3, 1962. He called the shrine the Lords of the East due to the massive influx of pilgrims. Marian apparitions at Velankanni include three of the Virgin of Velankanni in the 16th century, according to oral lore and popular belief. The third noteworthy incident is the reported miraculous rescue of the Portuguese in Goa and Bombay Basilica, who were sailing away from a deadly monsoon surge and tempest in the Bay of Bengal in the late 17th century. The first Marian apparition is said to have occurred in May 1570, when a local shepherd boy was delivering milk to a nearby house. Along the way, he met a beautiful woman holding a child, who asked for some milk for the child. After giving her some milk, he continued on under the hot tropical sun. Upon finishing his deliveries, he found that the jug was still full of fresh and cool milk. A small shrine was built near the site where the boy encountered the woman, a location that came to be called Mathakulam, which means mother's well in Tamil language. The second Marian apparition is said to have happened in 1597, not far from Mathakulam. A beautiful woman with a child in her arms appeared to a crippled boy selling buttermilk. The child asked for a drink of buttermilk. After he drank it, the woman told the boy to visit a gentleman in the next town and ask him to build a chapel in her honor at that location. As the boy set out, he realized he had been healed and was no longer lame. A small thatched chapel was built shortly thereafter in honor of Our Lady of Good Health, or Arakia Matha in Tamil. The third notable incident occurred when a Portuguese ship sailing from Macau to Ceylon, Sri Lanka, was caught in extreme weather in the Bay of Bengal. The terrified sailors invoked the aid of the Virgin Mary under her title Our Lady, Star of the Sea. The raging storm suddenly subsided and the entire crew of 150 on board the ship were saved from capsizing. This happened on September 8, the feast day of the Nativity of Mary. In thanksgiving, the sailors rebuilt the shrine, and continued to visit and donate to the cause of the shrine whenever their voyages brought them to the area. The shrine that began as a thatched chapel in the mid-16th century and became a parish church in 1771, when Indian Catholics were persecuted in the erstwhile Dutch Coromandel, after the Luso-Dutch War was waged by Dutch Protestants. basilica is built in the Gothic style of architecture. The southern side was extended in 1928 and the northern in 1933. 13. The shrine basilica contains 3 chapels, as well as Our Lady's Tank, church museum, priest's residence, offering center, stations of the cross, mysteries of the rosary, shrine Megamahal and Vailankanni beach. The building is painted in white, except for the roof that is made of red tiles. The early part of the 20th century marked rivalry between Jesuits and Franciscans regarding their influence on missionary work in Velankanni. In 1928, the Jesuit Church of the Immaculate Heart of Mary was demolished and the statues were brought to the Shrine of Our Lady of Good Health. In 1933 the shrine was expanded with 2 new wings, to the right and to the left of the main altar, meeting the nave at right angles. A spacious vestry was provided immediately behind the altar. Thus the entire sacred edifice began to assume the shape of a Latin cross. Right over the center of the ancient main altar was the miraculous image of Our Lady of Good Health. There are some destinations that are famed across the world for certain reasons. Yet there will be more to those destinations that are lesser known to the world, still fascinating enough to be appealing to visitors. Velankanni is a classic example of such a town. Renowned for the Church of Our Lady of Health. Velankanni is also a cozy beach retreat that is visited by both pilgrims to the church and also leisure seekers. This makes Velankanni a unique destination in many ways. One of the most scenic beaches in the east coast of Tamil Nadu, the Velankanni beach is a picture-perfect and bustling holiday spot. Millions of people visit the beach every year, both as a part of their pilgrimage and even for sightseeing purposes. If you like the busy beach ambience, then Velankanni is for sure a good place to be in. Velankanni is a region that is affluent in history. The pilgrim town was once a busy port that traded directly with Rome and Greece. Today, the town gets all its glory from the church, and reflections of that can be seen in the visitors that flock by the beach all day. Located close to the Velayar River, the very setting of the beach is stunning. The beach is also a center where you can shop for interesting artifacts and souvenirs. There are handicraft and textile shops on the beach, making it a shopping location too. Not to forget the fresh seafood stalls that serve the finest delicacies of the region.